This is the S&P 500 SPDR ETF SPY one-day reading for September 5th, 2024. It's currently July 15th, 2024, 2:18 p.m. Eastern Time. SPY at the time of this reading is $560.94. That's USD. And the file was created on June 27, 2024, 12:24 p.m. Eastern Time. So the overall theme and behavior for SPY on the 5th of September, we have a rally into key resistance on a multi-day scale, and we'll decline from that resistance with consecutively lower spikes up on the way down. Usually what you'll see is those spikes will meet moving averages as their resistance. And then usually those moving averages are in some sort of bearish formation. Not always, but usually. Behavior around the highest high, we have, I'm advised to be cautious here, or I would advise to be cautious here. There's some sort of like sideways rotation or like some sort of like tricky behavior where it's difficult to determine which direction we're gonna go for a bit there, near the high for the day. Behavior around the low, we have a big move to the upside out of the low. I'm advised to trade around a really improbable opportunity. Like it's very improbable, but it'll happen. It'll be something kind of like sudden. Now, we're gonna get into the hour by hour chart behavior as well as timing the highs, the lows, and the best trade opportunities. But before we do that, I just wanna make sure you're aware. The whole purpose of the channel is to transmute some of the competitive energy of the stock market into goodwill. And we do that by following the rule of karma for the channel. It's a threefold agreement between the universe and anybody utilizing this information for personal gain. Nothing wrong with gaining from this information as long as you are simultaneously helping other people. So the way that you do that is you go to our website, Tarot for Traders, to the resources tab. 5% of all profits should be donated forward to one of these charities here. Just click a link and donate. It's super easy. And 5% of the profit should be donated back to the channel through one of these links. If you're international, you can use the app Wise. It's reliable, or you can use crypto. There's a ton of different QR codes for crypto donations. It leaves you at 90%. That's way more than a stockbroker would ever leave you with. With that said, guys, make sure to follow through on that rule of karma. As long as you do that, the universe considers you an angel investor of the channel. It's going to send it back to you tenfold for following through. Blessings to all my angel investors. Let's get back into it. So we have this important price level that might have been highlighted at the end of the day on the 4th in the post market. It may not have, but it's going to be highlighted here in the pre-market. And it looks like we have a decline from that price level pretty notably, like a really sharp decline from that price level into the open, and then continuing past the open. Looks like we hit some sort of important support on a multi-day scale somewhere between 10 and 11, off of which there's a prominent move higher and then a full retracement. So when we're doing that sideways rotation, after this decline, we should hit that important support level between roughly 10 and 11. Could open up along there and close that long at a peak right around 12:30, maybe a little sooner. What I would look for is this move higher, full retracement, and then another move to the upside, breaking through key resistance, staying above it briefly, and then breaking back down through it with a full retracement again. So that move, like that second move higher before its retracement, that's where you would exit out of the long position for a day trade. Matter of fact, I think looking at the 4th, I think there's that second high is probably not as high as the first high of the day. And in the midst of that decline into the low somewhere between 1 and 3 o'clock, probably closer to 2 to 3, you would have opened up, in the midst of that second high, you could have opened up a short position for this overnight swing. You would have closed that short position here. In any case, we have a high and a low. So we go from this peak midday, declining back down into a low. And then we have this rally out of the low, rallying into key resistance, where I'm advised to be cautious. It looks like there's a decline. We have a decline with some consecutively lower spikes up on the way down, but then we have another big move to the upside between 2 and 3, and that move to the upside continues between 3 and 4. We actually see some sideways rotation between 3 and 4, probably establishing a support, and then another move to the upside. And it looks like from that high towards the end of the day there, we have another decline. We'll rally into key resistance, and we have a decline with consecutively lower spikes up on the way down, taking us into a low either around the close or in the post market. And then we attempt to establish support on a multi-day scale there on the 6th. That's SPY for September 5th, 2024. Let me know what you think by hitting that like button. As always, make sure to follow that rule of karma. You know where to go, you know what to do. Blessings to all my angel investors. See you guys on the next one.